Welcome back, guys. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Dan Isgro and Vin B. And today we're looking at Bots Up on TABLETOPIA.com. Tabletopia is a great place to play virtual board games with anyone, anywhere in the world at any time. And it's also a very intuitive interface. Right now, I'm going to take you through the interface, and then we're going to go right into the game. So if you look at the bottom right-hand side of your corner, you're going to see that there's a video interface there coupled with audio chat and text chat, and that allows you to interface with the other players in your game and makes it very easy. In the 3D environment that you're looking at, it's kind of pretty easy. It kind of works as you think it should work, where you can actually move around the board as you wish. And the cool thing to note is that you don't clog up the interface for other people, meaning that whatever you see is just what you see, and I'm not ruining the view for anyone else, which is pretty cool. And you have a camera feature involved. So let's say that there's some cards or a certain part of the game that you want to see closely. You can actually zoom in and press Shift and any number you want. Let's say 5. Shift 5, and that'll make a camera save for there. And later in the game, if you're far away and you're looking at the whole map or the board and you want to go back, instead of Shift 5 to set it up, just press 5, and you'll notice that your camera will swing right back to that point. Makes looking at certain rules, certain parts of the game, perhaps mission goals you don't want to tip off the people you're looking at to other people. Makes it easier to look at it. And that's pretty much it. Notice the game is already set up for you. It's a virtual environment. There is no setup. It's wonderful. Let's take it over to Dan right now, who's going to bring you into the fun world of Bots Up.
Thanks, Tony. Bots Up is a really fun game that works really well in Tabletopia's interactive environment. When you start off the game and you want to build your bot, you have the option to drag each bot part onto the table. Go ahead, Tony. And as you drag them onto the playing field, you could also right-click on each part in order to flip it over to see which part you have on your bot.
And you can also press F to just flip if you wish.
And if you've played Bots Up before, you'll know that each robot part has a certain amount of hit points, and you keep track of those hit points with the counters. See, that arm has 2 points. Then that head has 7. And that leg has 6. And you could use those counters the same way you use your playing cards. You could drag it right back onto the card. And when your leg loses a hit point, you could reduce the number of hit points from 6 to 5. You can use those counters the same way you use the cards. Now, when you bring battle cards into your hand, you have the option of dragging them the same way you would drag the robot parts onto the table, or you can right-click and deal those cards to each player, or you can draw them directly into your hand like Tony just did. And like you said before, Tony, when you have those cards in your hand is visible only to you and nobody else on the table. And when it comes time to play the game, you have the option of dragging those cards out of your hand and putting them directly onto the playing table in order to take your turn.
The other features here that, again, are native to Tabletopia that are very helpful, number one, is when you're putting those cards out there, if you want to be very nice to your other players, you can always rotate them and so everybody has an easier view, because everybody's views are from their side, their player's starting points. And you can rotate them either by pressing Q or E on the keyboard, or right-clicking and selecting the rotate option, which will give you very many different options for rotating. One other feature that we have as well is when you're looking at the decks of cards, if you want to see how many are left, if you mouse over them and hold it there, you can see that in that pile there are 59 cards left. So again, for the card counters out there, if you want to know how big that stack is, you can see that very easily.
So that's it, guys. That is Bots Up on Tabletopia.com. Again, Tabletopia.com, there's a lot of amazing games that you can play. Check them out. Bots Up is just one of those games. For you, Dungeon, I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Vin B and Dan Isgro, and we'll see you next time.